So just to be considerate of timing, it's the holidays. There wasn't too much new business and old business other than the holiday fair. So we're going to table a lot of the formalities of the PTA meeting this evening to next month. And we're going to introduce Stephanie now, who's with the New Dorp Library. She's going to give us a presentation. She's going to also hand out some applications for a library card. And anybody here will be able to apply. Afterwards, we'll have the holiday fair open and the Friendsgiving. So thanks everyone for coming out tonight, and have a great time. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Perfect. My name is Stephanie, and I work for the New York Public Library, specifically the New Dorp branch. Maybe I've seen some of you before, maybe go to the library, maybe this will help you go in the first place. For my introduction slide, I'd like to meet my dog Bailey. She's also a very good reader. Thank you. So Staten Island has now 14 branches. I'm stumbling over the exact number because Port Richmond is currently closed, but last year we opened Charleston branch. All of those little marks are all of the different branches that you can visit with your library card, as well as all of the branches in Manhattan and the Bronx. The closest one for you all who live in the area will be Toad Hill, New Dorp, Mead, or Richmond Town. What can you do with your library card? Here are some of my favorite things. You can take out the physical materials, the books, magazines, but also CDs and DVDs. You can go to Toad Hill or Richmond Town and pick out any DVD that you like that's there. But if there's something that you want that the branch you visit doesn't have, they can access 90 other branches to get that material sent just for you. You can access computers, laptops, and printers. All students, everyone here under the age of 18 gets 5 pages for free for any reports or even for fun. You can access ebooks, audiobooks, and Mango, which is a free site to help you learn a new language. You can also access databases and newspapers, which is fantastic for reports that you're going to start doing. You can also get free tickets for museums and other cultural institutions with a Culture Pass. I'll be happy to give you a brochure for that shortly. And you can also use your card at any of the different branches throughout the NYPL system. A lot of the ones in the city will have different exhibits. Right now we have the Treasures exhibit in SASB, the Stephen Arthur Schwartzman building, which is on 49th and 5th. It is massive. Just visiting there itself, it's like a museum. Please visit if you ever get the chance. Now I know this is something that my friends that are about this high might groan at, but parents, you're gonna love this. We have homework help. So we can do it virtually with BrainFuse, sorry about that, anytime, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a one-on-one virtual conversation with the tutor in many different subjects. You can also get test prep and career help for older students. You can also access more resources 24/7, such as different video contents. And you can access it with your library card information, which I'll be happy to go on into later on once I get the card started. In-person homework help. We're very happy that we were able to start this up again after the pandemic. Charleston Library, Mariners Harbor, Richmond Town, St. George, Stapleton, Toad Hill, West New Brighton. Go to any of those branches. I have a flyer for them. You don't have to remember. Any of those branches after school, you don't have to call ahead, you don't have to make a reservation time. They will help you with whatever homework that you have that day. Now the fun part is the programs. If you were just to type this in or even Google NYPL programs, you will see that all of the branches in your neighborhood have different story times, STEM programs, and art programs. You can access all of these programs for free. A lot of them you don't have to reserve a spot. You just show up and it's a very fun time. And again, anything that happens at the library is going to be free. You never will have to spend money at the library. So let's talk about the books a little bit. So besides the books that you might read for school, there are books that you can read for fun. We have middle grade, young adult, graphic novels, nonfiction, and study guides. Graphic novels and comic books, I highly recommend to people who are just starting to read and want to get excited about reading. It is so much fun and really helps with your critical thinking skills and makes you really love learning a story. here's some of my advice to everybody here. You are allowed to judge a book by its cover. It's completely valid. Sometimes a cover will call to you, and it's okay to go with that. Sometimes just the way a book feels is really nice, and you want to give it a chance. And sometimes a book just looks very boring, and it's okay. You're allowed to go with your gut when judging books. It's not okay to completely dismiss something that somebody else might like. It's good to have that conversation with people about books that you like. It's a lot of fun to talk about books. But it's also okay to approach books in a way that makes you happy. Another one is it's okay to drop books that don't make you happy. I think a lot of our ickiness towards books is because we're forced to finish books that aren't vibing with us. We want to finish stories that we like. For school, listen to your teachers, finish the stories they tell you. It's important, the books that they're giving you. But if you're reading for fun, if you're reading for yourself, definitely put a book down if it's not serving you. And finally, liking a specific genre or trope is great. If you're reading for fun and you really want to read about superheroes, but people are telling you read too much about superheroes, as long as you read what you need to for school, in your free time, read about superheroes all you want, read about tigers all you want, read about Nicaragua all you want, read about what makes you happy, what is fulfilling you, and what gives you access to more information. So about the library card, here we go. Here's the meat and bones of it. You're gonna get a card that looks vaguely like this. This is our standard card, but tonight I have for you our Snowy Day card. It's just a different design. It's meant to look like Ezra Keats' Snowy Day book, which was our most circulated book and was our card that we made for our 125th anniversary. So it's a very special card. On the back of it, you'll see this barcode here with those numbers. Those are your numbers that you will use to access different databases. It will help you reach your account. It will help you go on the computers. A PIN number is like a password. We're gonna make it 1, 2, 3 across the board. If you wanna access your account, barcode 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you go into your library, you can always change your PIN number to something that you like a little bit better. But just to get us started, we're gonna go with, ooh, sorry about that. We're gonna go with that. So, let me talk to you about what we're doing to get the card started. Each family will get a folder if I have enough. If not, I have plenty of applications. There's no shortage of those. I just ask that our favorite grown-ups please fill out each child's application or an application for yourself. Once it's finished, you can hand it back to me. I put a sticker on it that has your barcode on it, and you get to leave here with your card. You will leave this building with a brand new library card, and you'll be able to access all of the books, resources, and services within the next week. Also in this fun folder, a brochure for Culture Pass. This is how you're going to be able to visit any museum, cultural institution within the city, as well as 2 different flyers that go into more detail about Brainfuse and NYPL After School to get that tutoring and after school help. Libraries are for everyone, and I want to welcome you all officially to the New York Public Library. Are there any questions? Yeah, what's up, kiddo? Your teacher will have the final say, but comic books will always count for reading. Comic books are some of our favorite books. At the New York Library, we are very proud of our comic book and graphic novel collection. Please come look at our collection. It's really fun. We also have a little calendar of our December programs at the New York Library specifically. But again, please visit the New York Public Library website for more programs and other branches in your area.
Well, the homework help, is there like certain times that they start doing it?
Can you just repeat the question? For homework help, is it for certain times? So for the virtual homework help one-on-one tutoring over the computer, that's going to be 2 to 11. It's available in English and in Spanish. And then for NYPL after school, grades 6 to 12, and I'm pretty sure it's yes. So it's going to be from after school time, which is about 3:30, 4 o'clock to when that specific branch closes, as long as school is in session. If school has an off day, then NYPL after school will also have an off day. Was there another hand? Excellent. If you have any more questions that you want to ask one-on-one, I'm happy to be of service. Anybody else? Perfect.
highways lined with leaves turn brown, making my way back into my hometown. Funny how this all looks different, but it feels the same. Like how life never stops changing, but some things never change. So fill your plate and fill your drink, and fill this house with family, the kind of love that all these years can't wash away. Cause the older that I get, I see that life is short and bittersweet. Thank God for this Thanksgiving Day. Watching football, watching families grow. The old kids' table all have kids of their own. Starting to see my grandfather in my nephew's eyes. Mom still can't talk about him, and I'd almost cry. So fill your plate and fill your drink, and fill this house with family, the kind of love I thought.